Hello and welcome to the fifth podcast of the Peel Street podcast. I'm Ethan Walker, your host, and I'm joined by my co-host, James Innie.
Yo, hello, how you all doing?
Yeah, we're number 5 now. Hit 200 views on the channel, so moving along nicely.
Get the numbers up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't know where it was going when we first started the pod. But I guess we'll keep going for the meantime, as long as we've got stuff to talk about. And
Yeah, it's a laugh.
I'm enjoying it. It all started really with just me and James were sat there.
Chat shit.
Yeah, chat shit. It was like, you know what? Maybe we could chat shit whilst recording it at the same time.
So to listen back to.
To listen back to in 5 years and maybe regret, but you know, never mind. But it's been a big weekend, hasn't it? Big weekend of action, as always. You know.
Yeah, we always
in the Peel Street house. Yeah, we're on it, mate. We're on the news. But I mean, you can't really miss the Wilder fight, can you?
Oh yeah, mate. Fucking. It's just great fight. Probably the best fight I've ever seen, watched live.
Really?
Mate, it was just. I was expecting it to go like.
Is it because you, like you say, you expected something completely different?
I expected something completely different, and then the way Fury just came straight out and just fucking went straight at Wilder and just attacking him like a dog, just beating him up, like purely just beating him up.
It was that.
It's just a masterpiece. It was great.
I agree.
Great to watch.
I agree, mate. I mean,
did you see him lick his blood?
Yeah. So there's a clip emerged of.
Well, no, it was while the fight was on.
Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was just Tyson Fury just slowly licking Deontay Wilder while he gushes blood. But I mean, like you say, we've never seen it before. Tyson Fury is normally a kind of boxer who's quite defensive. You can't hit him, and he came out there and just absolutely battered.
Changed the game.
Arguably the third best boxer in the world at the minute.
Could rise to the top even further.
Well, yeah,
especially with the story behind.
I mean, you're an AJ fan, aren't you?
Oh, so. Mate, but after recently I've been watching a bit. Because I've been watching a bit of that ITV documentary that Tyson Fury's done.
What's it called? The documentary. Something like Living with the Fury.
Yeah, something like that. But just watching that, he's seen what he's actually like normally. And that he's just a sound guy doing fucking honest day's work, and then just does his family shit and all that. At home, and he's a normal guy. I
do like him. He's a gypsy, which is a bit of a bit of a turn off, but no, I'll let him off, mate. I think, like you say, he's real. He's pretty genuine, and he's fucking good as well.
Yeah, man.
He's English. I mean, now all of the belts in the world are back in the UK.
Yeah, him and AJ.
It's going to be a good thing for British boxing.
I just hope that AJ and Fury happens.
I hope so as well. I mean, Eddie Hearn's been teasing it at the weekend.
I'm just upset. I'm sad though because I think it's going to be in Las Vegas.
Why would it though? Why would it be in Las Vegas?
Because Tyson Fury's on an ESPN contract, like 2 more fights left, and Tyson Fury's like the king of Vegas right now, boxing wise. And AJ needs to bring up his American name more anyway, so I just see them doing that. Yeah, but I'd love it to be at Wembley.
AJ's only been to America once and lost, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fuck me, yeah, he does need to build it up.
Yeah, lost against Ruiz.
Well, it's an interesting point that I didn't actually know. But yeah, I feel as though being a British fight, British titles, they need to bring it back to the UK. But obviously, the way boxing is nowadays, it's not about that. It's about the contracts. It's about clauses and all sorts of bollocks.
Because Deontay Wilder could still get a third fight if you wanted. He could still activate.
The thing is, he's not going to do that, is he? I mean, he took an absolute bashing on Saturday night, so.
Yeah,
I can't see that happening. Were you ever a boxer? Did you ever give it a go? Or?
I did like 3 months training.
Oh really?
Yeah. That's it. But it's fucking intense, man.
It is intense. I'm too much of a pussy for that. I went once and completely turned my back on it.
Nah, it's good sport.
I prefer the softer sports, like cricket, golf. They're more for me.
Bit tennis.
A bit tennis. Why not? I'll give it a go. Not too good at it, but yeah, squash, mate. Badminton.
Oh, fucking I love squash, man.
Oh shit, you do, yeah. I mean, you still need to have a game, actually.
Yeah, get that sorted.
Yeah, I won't be worrying. I won't be. Blah, blah, blah. I won't be borrowing Jake's.
I know. I've seen his squash rackets. So like, He fucking goes to me, he goes, oh, I'll bring my squash rackets back home, we'll play some squash or something. And I was expecting him to have like these, nice squash rackets or whatever. Because I had one from Sports Direct, it was alright, it looked wow. It looked, compared to what Jake's looks like, it looks fuking sick.
Yeah, mate,
Jake was down with these fucking 1970s fucking
it might be earlier than that, to be honest.
Wooden fucking netted shit.
Yeah, I mean...
Fair enough if it's an antique, but... Let's play against me.
It's an antique, you fucking...
You're going to break it?
Well, you leave it up and sell it in a pawn shop, don't you? You don't fucking use it. But yeah, you went to London the weekend.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, when are you not on your travels nowadays, mate?
You what, sorry?
Man of the world, I feel
I know, always. Oh, yes, so I went London Saturday to watch the Only Fools and Horses show in London. Yes.
London.
It's fucking... had Paul Whitehouse in it.
Paul Whitehouse, legend, a friend of the podcast as well. Shout out to you, Paul.
But it was really great performance. I love how they stuck to the comedy as well that was in Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
So it didn't it weren't modern with trying to piece it, politically correct everything.
Oh, of course.
Like they kept certain ways that were funny.
I mean, sometimes it works, like political correctness. I mean, I watched David Copperfield a few weeks ago, and the personal history of David Copperfield by Armando Iannucci, and they had a completely colourblind cast. So 1 minute you'd see a white lad and his mum would be Indian or African, but it would just work, it'd be because he would pick the best people for the role, and it just didn't need to make sense. And I think that kind of stuff works. And in this instance, Only Fools and Horses wouldn't be the same if you had to change it. So it's about doing the right thing for the right programme at the end of the day.
The music was good as well, and
no doubt.
It's just overall great show.
Yeah, but
oh mate,
you weren't happy about one thing, were you?
Yeah, so fucking £6.70 for a pint it cost.
And this is a recurring problem on this podcast because we like our beer.
Yeah.
And beer should not be £6.70. I don't care where you are. I know in London there's a higher living wage and whatever, but £6.70 for a pint, the same pint you're going to get anywhere else in the country, maybe even a worse pint, because London Guinness, shit Guinness, if you don't know. I'm not standing for it, mate.
£6. I was just like, fucking hell. I ended up having two of them, but I was pissed off.
Yeah, you got your money's worth at least.
And like the fucking barmaid, she smashed the glass when I was drinking half mine, so I got a new one. So I suppose I got 2.5.
Yeah, you can't knock that. I mean, if you were to say in an ideal world, what would be the proper price for a beer, and be realistic
in London,
anywhere, if there was a standard rate for a pint.
For what beer?
For just
give me the pot. What's the beer?
We'll say just like a standard lager, like Stella. So we'll say a pint of Stella.
Okay.
What should that realistically amount to?
I'd say £3.80.
£3.80. That's fair. I'd agree with that, mate. I think you got that on the money. Because at the end of the day, what they actually pay to get in the barrels of the beer is absolutely fucking nowhere near the amount they're selling them off for.
Yeah, because you can get 500 pints of Guinness in a barrel for £270.
Yeah.
So also, do the maths of that.
Here's an idea. You reduce the price of beer, people buy more beer.
Yeah. But then you know what you get with that, though? You get more pissed up people.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we should boost the price up.
Fuck me, yeah.
Maybe that's why the price has been going up.
Oh,
have we cracked it?
We've cracked it and broken our own theories at the same time.
Shit.
But yeah. Anyway, cheaper beers for the lads.
Yeah.
That's what we say. There's a Love Island winner, isn't there, James?
Oh yeah. Paige and Finn.
Paige and Finn. I mean, like I said
I thought they were gonna win.
It's pretty predictable, to be fair. But like I said in previous podcasts, I wanted Ched to win. Big Ched on his own.
Nah,
mate, I told you.
You think he would have took the 50 grand for himself?
No. He'd have shared. He's a good bloke. I mean, even if he did, would you argue with him? Probably not.
No, it's okay. You have it.
You have it, mate.
Just leave me alone.
You enjoy.
Just don't follow me.
But yeah, I want him to win. Obviously, don't work like that though. You can't have one victor. But yeah, that's over now. That's a gap we need to fill in our lives.
Yeah, we've got to find something else to watch.
At 9
now.
o'clock. I mean, if there's any suggestions, please email them in. 9 o'clock, 9 till 10. We've got a gap in the market. We need something to do, an activity to watch. So send them in. You know, I'm open to it. I'm sure you are, James.
Yep.
We were playing some Trivial Pursuit as well, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh, mate. It's addictive, isn't it? It's
Well,
a good
yeah.
game.
I mean, everything kind of runs through, you know, we like our games, mainly video games. You know, we play on James's PlayStation.
4.
PlayStation 4. And there's a new PlayStation coming out.
Yeah, it's going to be announced soon, I think. Well,
Okay.
I think it's supposed to be out this year.
Yeah, there's a new Xbox, I think, coming
Yeah,
out.
no one cares about Xbox.
Okay, I'm just going to go past that, but yeah, we've been playing some Trivial Pursuit. And I mean, the question I want to ask to you really is, what is your favourite board game ever? It kind of come to my mind last night and I was enjoying it. There's been
Probably frustration.
frustration, it's a good shout. I mean,
Yeah. When you got to pop the ball in the middle to roll the dice. Bing.
yeah,
And then bing, ding, 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 ding.
yeah, I like it. And yeah, and it all lights up as well, don't it?
No.
No? Is
I
that a
don't
different
think so.
game?
Yeah, I think.
I must have had a fancy version.
Oh, fair play. Spend
Yeah.
a bit more money.
Have you ever played Border Dash?
No.
You'd like that. I think, mate, that's my favourite board game. It's you go around the fuck's sake, what am I about? You go around the group, how many people
Players.
are there? Yeah,
Go around the
That's it.
players.
You go around the players. There we go. And everyone gets given a word, and it's like a obscure word, and everyone has got to give a definition of it, but you've got to bluff it, and you've got to hope that people believe your bluff. You've got to make it try and as real as possible. And obviously, the more people believe you, the more points you get. So maybe I'll get it and we can give it a
So
go.
it's a bit like Would I Lie to You?
A little bit, actually, yeah. Yeah, like a board game version of Would I Lie to You, yeah.
That sounds fun.
Mate, it is good. And like a lot of them are actually real words as well. So you might actually know the definition. So that's even better. But yeah, it is like a board game version of Would I Lie to You. I've never actually kind of seen it like that. But yeah, Border Dash.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, well, games in general though, really. Video games. We're gamers, aren't we? I'd class myself as a gamer.
Well, mate, we're on our second tournament of 8-ball pool at the moment.
I've been playing 8-ball pool.
I've beat you the first tournament.
You did,
And I'm beating you 7-2 in this current tournament. It's first to 10.
Yeah. Let's backtrack a
No,
little bit.
that's the facts. I just put them out there.
You could essentially argue that I gave James the last breath to live.
Well, no, you
I
lost.
set him on the road.
You're losing 7-2 in this one.
winning. I am, but I can bring it back. You know.
No, you can't.
But let's just go back to that 10 grand I gave you when you were in need. You know?
Yeah, and I offered you 10 grand back.
Oh no, yeah, but I'm just saying. Remember your roots.
I offered to pay you back. It's your fault for not taking
I
it
don't
back.
take back from poverty, mate. But I'm building my way up now.
Well, I've got a million.
I've got yeah, you haven't. So yeah,
Whatever.
you're
Prove
a
me
liar.
wrong.
Chronic liar. That's what you are, mate.
No,
Mm.
I don't think so.
Currently indulging in a lovely pint of Red Stripe.
Is it cold and refreshing?
It is cold and refreshing. A Jamaican lager beer. Probably the best design for a lager beer I'd put out there.
First time I ever had one of those was at Turtle Bay.
Turtle Bay, yeah. Well,
At Cheltenham. We found a Turtle Bay at Cheltenham, lad. 2 fun cocktails.
Have you ever been in the Revs at Cheltenham? The Revolution?
No.
No, 'cause apparently that pops off after Cheltenham. You're going this year, aren't you?
Yeah.
Cheltenham Racecourse we're on about. Cheltenham week, a big week of races, a big event in the UK. And you're an annual visitor, aren't you, James?
Yeah, I'm going the St. Patty's one.
It's a
Guinness.
load of money, mate. If you don't win, that's any problem.
It's fucking, it's an expensive day out. It's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going this year, are you?
No. I had to choose Budapest or Cheltenham, so Budapest it is.
Unlucky.
I mean, if there are any people who've been to Budapest or from Budapest, send me in some suggestions of things to do. I'm open to it. I'm looking for help. I'm sourcing.
Please.
Please help me. I mean, I'm not going to lie, James. I'm a little bit pissed off.
What about?
I'm in a bit of a shit mood because the weather in the UK for the last, pretty much since the year 2020 has begun, has just been absolutely fucking dire. To not sugarcoat that at all. And as a keen golfer that I am, I want to play golf, but I can't because of the fucking weather. Is it God spiting us?
I think it's just global warming.
It could be, yeah. Technically,
All these storms and shit. I don't know, man.
What don't you know about?
Oh, it's just bad, isn't it? The global warming is just affecting the weather, the cycle,
It's just bad, isn't it? Yeah.
causing all these winds and storms and
I'm not sure what to think.
flooding,
Is
rising water levels, lad.
Is it a conspiracy theory?
Conspiracy theory?
Is it the Truman Show? You know how
What?
they could?
how
They could turn the rain on.
So what? They're trying to like just torture us.
Yeah, maybe they want all golf courses to shut on the planet.
That'd be such a bad shame, wouldn't it? Not.
I'm just going to glance past that one.
Oh, shut up.
I'll let you. But yeah, is there anything you want to talk about?
Oh, mate, League Cup final soon. Ooh,
When is it?
Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you going?
Yeah.
You are going, yeah. What's
Yeah.
your plan?
Well, I've got work Saturday night, so I can't celebrate beforehand. Pre-celebrate, you know, pre-drink.
Why would you want to do that then?
Well, I'm not
Oh,
anyway.
you've done it before, haven't you, actually?
Yeah.
What happened again?
Well, went out, ended up drinking quite a bit.
And then didn't you go to the game at 12 o'clock or something like that?
And then we got onto the coach at about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck it.
After like a night out, and then I
don't
was just hanging and we started drinking again. It's just fucking hanging, man.
I'd hate that. That would ruin the day for me.
But anyway, yeah, I'm not doing that this time. I'm fucking going, get coach in the morning, drink on the coach, and then go to the pub and win.
Yeah.
Watch Villa win.
I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, Dean Smith lost his head at the weekend.
Yeah, mate, it weren't a good performance.
You lost. Was it 2-0?
2-0 to Southampton.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make. How do you feel about it after the 2 losses?
Oh shit, innit? Like,
Still going to stay up?
just about.
Just about, yeah.
We just need to get our shit together.
I'm on board with that.
Hopefully McGinn will be back soon. That'll create a bit more spark and excitement.
Yeah. He's a bit of a nut job, though, isn't he, John McGinn?
Yeah, he gets a few yellow cards.
I saw his favourite food ever is chips.
He's Scottish.
Chips. I like chips. Yeah, that's his. But yeah, I just feel as though West Ham got no fight. Norwich just shit, and
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth are going to take the. I think Watford will get out of it. I
Mm.
don't know why, but yeah.
It's sad times.
I
at
said it
the
last
moment.
week,
It's
and
just
I'll say
scary
it again.
times.
Though West Brom are going up, so that's a fantastic thing. I know you're buzzing about that. Come back up, win the cup, kick fuck out the Villa. So but yeah, I've had a good weekend. 3-0, Bristol away.
Did you go?
No, I didn't go. My brother went.
Oh.
I wanted to go, but I was supposed to be working.
But
That
you
fell
weren't.
through.
Yeah. You
So
loser.
a wasted weekend
Oh well.
once again, as fucking always.
Fucking loser.
We've got a bit of a treat for you coming up, listeners. At some point this week it'll be dropping. Well, potentially 2 things, but we'll talk about the one thing, the main thing, which will definitely be dropping this week. We've got another special guest coming on the podcast, haven't we, James?
Yeah, we got Jake.
Jake, also known as the local giant,
Or
or
the local cunt.
the local cunt, according to you. Yeah, I mean, he's an interesting guy, I think. He's somewhat.
Yeah, he's. I feel like it's gonna be a bit of a weird conversation, to be honest. I feel like he's gonna take it to weird places. I know he's a strange one.
I mean, why not? I mean, we've been.
I think we're gonna have to handle. I think we're just gonna have to handle it a bit, as just see how it adjusts.
We've been slyly digging him for the last week or so.
Yeah.
So maybe it's time for him to come.
He says he
on.
wants to talk about girls.
Do you want to talk about girls? I mean, have you got any experience in that? Because I don't. I don't. What is a girl?
Well, Jake will tell us.
Oh yeah, we have to tell us. So I'm looking forward to that. Informative, and he can tell us how to talk to girls, how to any tips for young virgins out there, you know,
Such as
us. Yeah.
no, not us. The other guy.
The other guy, another guy whose name will not be mentioned. But we know, you know, and I know.
And Jake knows.
And Jake knows.
Oh, the cunt.
Yeah, the local
Cunt.
cunt.
Alright. I'm done.
You're done. Okay. Short and sweet. Thank you very much. I've been your host, Stephen Walker.
I've been James. Have a good night, guys. Adios, amigos.